Today we are going to discuss a new topic, that is digestive system in human beings. I hope all of you interested in knowing our digestive system. Let's start with the definition of a digestion. Digestion is a process in which food is broken down into small molecules. That process we call as digestion. Human beings have various organs for the process of digestion. That process we call as digestive system. Digestive system includes two parts. First one is alimentary canal. Second one is digestive glands. Alimentary canal is a long tube extending from mouth to the anus. Here you can see that alimentary canal is a various parts like mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, pancreas, appendix, liver, bile duct, gallbladder, diaphragm, tongue. These are the various parts in alimentary canal. Mouth is the first part of the alimentary canal. In mouth, the food grinding process starts by mixing it with saliva. Now here the saliva performs two functions. First one is softening the food, so it can easily passes to the esophagus. Next, saliva has also an enzyme that we call salivary amylase. This salivary amylase digests the complex food molecules into simpler sugar. Now here we can see that the digestion process starts in mouth itself. Next, the food passes into the esophagus. Esophagus is also called as food pipe. This we call as esophagus. Esophagus is also called as food pipe. The food pipe has a thin lining of muscles which contract and relax. Food which contract and relax. That movement we call as peristaltic movement. This happens in gut also. This peristaltic movement helps the esophagus to pass the food into stomach. This part we call as stomach. Stomach is a large organ which expands when food enters it. Stomach releases two types of enzymes which breaks the complex food molecules into smaller one. In stomach, first releases hydrochloric acid, HCl. This makes the medium in acidic. This acidic medium is important for the break down the proteins into peptides. Pepsin is an enzyme which function is it proteins breaks down the peptides. Now we have seen the hydrochloric acid releases in stomach. It is a very strongful acid. In stomach, one mucus is there. That mucus which prevents the hydrochloric acid. In stomach, sometimes you have heard the people suffering from acidity. This acidity is because of excess release of hydrochloric acid. In stomach, the food is passed into the small intestine through the sphincter muscles. In the small, this we call as small intestine. In the small intestine, it gets the complete digestion of carbohydrates, proteins and lipids. It gets the secretion of liver and pancreas. Now, the food which we have received from the stomach to the small intestine is in acidic medium. For further digestion, it takes acidic medium to alkaline. Bile juice, bile duct. Here we have seen this is bile ducts. These bile juice makes the food acidic into alkaline. Now here the small intestine, now here the pancreas. Here you can see this is a pancreas. Pancreas releases two types of enzymes. First one is trypsin. Trypsin is the digestion of proteins. Trypsin is the digestion of proteins. Next, lipase. Lipase enzyme is the digestion of carbohydrates. These are the two functions of these enzymes, trypsin and lipase. Now we reach the final stage of digestion. Here, the complex proteins broken down into amino acids. Next, carbohydrates broken down into simpler sugar. Next, fats are broken down into fatty acids and glycerol. Now, here the small intestine, the digestion completes. Next, the digested food is taken up by the walls of the intestine. These are the walls of the intestine. This having a line of thin muscular layers. Intestine has a numerous finger-like projections. These we call as fingers. These type only here finger-like projections are there. These are called villi. It is the important part in our small intestine. Villi supplies us food to each and every part of the body, where it is utilized for the absorbing energy. Last, unabsorbed food is passed into the large intestine. This we call as large intestine. Here the rest of material is removed through the anus. This is about the digestive system in human beings.